Good morning. Welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Well, okay, we're still on the actual days of the week. Got it.
I can't think of anything, and I'm too tired to.
What's your all-time favorite movie that you've seen a million times?
Moana.
Moana.
I've watched Moana countless times.
If we're going like that, I'd see the Lilo and Stitch. It depends on what phase I'm in. Because when I was younger, I watched Wizard of Oz until the tape literally blew up.
When I was younger, I watched Cars
Yeah, you were obsessed with
until
cars.
until my family said, "I'm fucking sick of hearing Tomato." That's how that went.
That's not even his like real voice.
I know. Is Larry the Cable Guy?
Yeah,
It's his Larry the Cable Guy voice. That's not how he actually talks.
yeah. At one time I was obsessed with Wizard of Oz. Another time it was Disaster Movie. Um, what was another one? 8 Mile. Um, I don't know. It just depended on what phase I was in.
I was obsessed with Cars, Moana, the Fast and Furious franchise.
There's another one coming out.
I know. Can't wait. It's Fast X. I'm still obsessed with Fast and Furious franchise, by the way.
I haven't seen any of them.
I've seen all of them multiple times.
This one has Jason Momoa in it.
Yeah.
Who else is in it? John Cena.
John Cena was in the last one.
Was he?
Yeah.
Who else
He
is in it?
plays brother. Um those were that John Cena was the big main star, the
So
like
he was
surprise
Jason Momoa in the last movie.
basically.
Mm,
Now he's just a part of the Fast and Furious franchise,
mm.
which is like how Jason Momoa ended up being, because that seems to be how it goes.
Bro, I fucking love Jason Momoa.
Since they had Jason Statham in it, that seems to be how it goes.
Mm. There's just like one major A-list sub per.
And they tend to be in the next 7 movies after.
Ah, got it.
They started off with The Rock.
VGG told me that he ordered Jason Momoa, not The Rock, ordered 10 custom Harleys made for the movie.
That is awesome.
Yeah. 10 custom Harleys just for a movie, bro.
That is really cool.
I wish I was that rich. 10
Funny,
different custom made bikes for a movie.
funniest thing is you look at Jason Momoa and you think Aquaman. Why is Aquaman driving a fast car?
That man needs to be swimming.
He's supposed to be in the water holding his trident. Why is he driving a fast car?
Bro, I wish fucking Amber Heard wasn't in the first Aquaman. We went to the movies, like the movie theater to see that. I almost fucking cried. I'm not even kidding. Like during that movie, not because like it was emotional or anything, but like just have you seen it?
No, I don't plan on
There's
watching it.
there's a
Fan of.
whole underwater scene where the first time you see like everything, like, and they're driving through in her little, like, it's not a submarine, but it's like a car, their
Yeah,
version of a car.
yeah.
Bro, it is gorgeous. What's one movie you would love to see like in theaters, no matter what year it came out? One movie that you'd love to see in theaters just to see on that big of a screen.
Um, like any movie I could watch in a home cinema kind of thing.
Any movie
Um,
that you could
huh.
see on a huge screen like in a movie theater.
I'd probably say, I don't know. I'd want to see a Jackass movie on the big screen. I never got to see any of them in the movies.
Did they go to the movie theaters?
I don't think
I
they
would
did.
think they'd be too raunchy to go to the movie theaters.
There's a lot of raunchier movies to go to the movie theaters.
Almost the entire fucking movie is centered on their junk. What do you mean?
It's a good point.
I
I've
don't know if I want to see it. I weirdly have some sort of memory of going to see it, but I want to go see Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Like just because all the colors and everything.
Right.
Seeing that on a huge movie theater screen would be absolutely stunning. I mean, I'd
went.
even take like fucking Finding Dory. Just like something that's underwater with all those colors and everything would just be so pretty.
I went and seen Cars 3 at a drive-in theater.
I've never been to a drive-in. I didn't even know they still exist.
Yeah, out where I live, there's you go about half an hour from here, and there's one out there.
Where?
Well, I can't tell you that without doxing myself, but
that was more for me. I'm trying to think where.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after this.
I think I know where you're talking about. Is it out by a pool?
I think I don't really know. I don't really go out there besides just to go to the movie theater.
Because I think I know where you're talking about.
I don't know, but the drive-in's really nice.
I've never been to a drive-in. I think that would be cool.
I went with my aunt when I was younger to go see it, and we went and bought Burger King. Uh-huh. We went and bought Pizza Hut. We got McDonald's.
Goddamn.
And we went to the dollar store and bought snacks.
Jeez. How much did you eat?
A lot.
Goddamn, you had a whole feast.
This is back when I was chubbier.
You had a whole feast watching a movie about cars go, y'all see that?
It's all about that.
I can vroom vroom better than you can vroom vroom. Goddamn. What was one movie that like scared you when you were younger?
A movie that scared me when I was younger?
Yeah.
The Boogeyman.
It doesn't have to be like horror or anything, but like something that was just really unnerving to you.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman movies?
Yeah.
See, I never understood those.
I have past trauma from those movies. It's not about the movie. It's more about the trauma, but it kind of scared me from those movies.
Why?
My mother she had horrible taste in men. And
your dad's true. That's true.
When I lived with her, one of her previous ex-boyfriends, me and his son were watching the movie, and he decided, mind you, we were way, way, way younger.
Yeah.
So he decided to come out without us seeing him, cut all the lights off in the house, except for, but he waited until it was like a going into a, like, you know how Jaws has like that music that like tells you, hey, something's about to happen. Yeah, it was something like that in the movie. And as soon as he heard it, we had a hallway at the time. So as soon as he heard it, he cut the switches off. So the whole house went dark, except for what was going on the TV. And he came out with a hood over his face to the point where you couldn't see his face. And I forget what he was holding in his hand, but he was holding something in his hand, and he started slowly walking towards us.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it past trauma. Mind you, I had only been like 7, 8, somewhere around there.
I don't think you ever told me about this.
Yeah, no, it was fun times.
Was it at the house, or is it?
No,
I was gonna say because I don't remember any of this.
No, it was one of the times we didn't live with you guys.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, that doesn't sound familiar.
No, it was one of the times we didn't live with you guys.
Oh.
I don't tend to bring up those kind of past traumas.
I don't have any trauma when it comes to movies. I don't think, at least. I probably do, and I just don't remember.
Yeah, that's one of my traumas.
Now I'm trying to think if I have any.
Yeah, my mother had terrible taste in men.
Yeah. One of the movies that scared me when I was younger, not because I was afraid of the movie. I one of my favorite franchises was always the Chucky movies.
Oh, Debs too.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I just like the Chucky movies. My favorite is The Bride of Chucky. And that's also when they stopped being good.
Fair.
The other ones are just not doing it for me.
Once they made the seed of Chucky, it just went downhill.
The Seed of Chucky was like, it was trying to be funny, but also trying to be scary at the same time, and it just did not work at all.
Yeah, once they made the seed of Chucky, it just went downhill.
Yeah. Even after that, all the other ones were like trying to force the character to be funny while trying to be scary also, and that doesn't work. It's
Like
already funny because it's a doll killing people.
it works. It works better in the Scream movies.
The only Scream movies I saw was the first one. I haven't seen any of the other ones. The first Scream movie was pretty good.
That's all you have to see, man.
Yeah, I don't know any of the other. I don't even know what happens in any of the other ones, to be honest.
Oh, there's a guy in Ghostface.
Yeah, I know that much.
Right. Everyone's dead.
I just like how not self-aware, but like aware of the horror cliches it was.
Yeah.
I liked that aspect of it.
Fair.
Like I said, the Chucky movies didn't scare me. I was afraid of Chucky being behind the toilet. Specifically behind the toilet for some reason.
I've always been afraid there's something behind the curtain when I take a shower. I'm not anymore.
Shower curtain.
I'm not anymore. But when I was younger, I used to be afraid that there was always something behind the shower curtains.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fear everyone has.
Maybe.
Because it's the same thing that everyone says. Oh, you're not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of the unknown. No, bitch, I'm afraid of the dark. Because there could be a lot of things in the dark. It's not the fear of unknown. It's the fear of... my senses are already fucked. Stop it.
Me, I don't mind the dark. I don't like flickering lights.
I don't...
Like,
I have panic attacks as soon as the light flickers.
Like, flashing strobe lights is more what I mean. Because, like, when it starts flickering in my face, and people start moving, and my brain can't tell how they're moving, it throws me off.
Okay. I was 100% thinking that you were coming in with seizures.
No. I don't get seizures.
Like, are you trying to explain seizures to me?
No. Flickering strobe lights, my brain can't process when people start moving or something like that, or stuff starts moving.
Yeah,
like
because you can't see the actual like movement of.
Right, because the lights are flickering too fast. While they're still moving, they're in a different place than they were the last time I saw them.
Right.
Like, for example, I went to a haunted house, and inside one of the rooms was a flashing strobe light.
Yeah.
And a lady crawled out of the wall.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And she started crawling towards specifically me.
Uh-huh.
And while she was crawling towards me, I couldn't see how she was moving.
Uh-huh.
So my initial reaction was to yell, "If you get closer, I'm going to kick you."
You're great at... every time I hear about you at some sort of haunted house, all I hear is, I almost smacked the shit out of the scare actor. and I felt so bad.
It's because I almost did.
That's what I hear every single time.
I literally yelled, "I'm gonna kick you!"
Hey, at least you gave her a heads up.
Well, she stopped coming towards me after that.
Like I said, at least you gave her a heads up, because some people's fight or flight kicks in, and they don't have flight. It's me. I'm bitches.
I didn't have flight. I had the warning before the fight.
I don't have I don't have flight. I exclusively have fight, and
It's like
that's not a good thing.
It's like when a timer goes off before a bomb.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know what's gonna happen before it happens. You get closer, I'm gonna kick you.
You are not going to come unscathed if you continue coming towards me.
I don't have
I'm
the
letting
flight.
you know this so you can't sue me.
But she started crawling towards me and I yelled, "I'm gonna kick you."
And she said, no.
And
Back in my hole I go.
No, she decided not to get any closer, but she decided to try to scare me more from afar. You can scare me more from afar, but don't get closer.
She said my whole thing is getting up in your face and touching you. Now I gotta stand over 5 feet away and scream, "Ooga booga!"
You're crawling towards me, and you are at foot level by crawling towards me, which means I can kick you.
My whole thing is getting towards your feet and screaming, "Give me them toes!" And
You
now
were
I
about
gotta
to
stand
catch.
a COVID length of distance away and scream, "Ooga booga!" Thank you for ruining my job.
You were about to catch them toes to the teeth.
I have steel toe boots on, ma'am. You don't want to do that.
That's also one of my first things to go for in a fight is I start throwing my feet.
Well, I mean, your legs are stronger than your arms in like almost any instance.
Yeah.
Depending on the person, I should say. But your legs have to hold up your weight of everything else. So your legs are normally stronger than your arms. Another movie that always like got under my skin was Maximum Overdrive, which is my mom's favorite Stephen King movie. She loves Stephen King. I've talked about it before. But her favorite one is Maximum Overdrive, which if you don't know the movie, is a meteor hits Earth and makes all the technology go like haywire and start killing and cutting people. And it like I don't know, it always made me nervous cuz like we were getting raised during a time where like it was starting to get like technology was starting to be more apparent in like everyday life. But it always scared me because I never knew if that was going to happen and if I was going to die due to like my laptop or something.
We're all gonna die one way or another.
That's fair, but I didn't want my laptop to shock me to death, you know? That's not the way I feel like going out today.
If I dies, I dies.
That was one of the only movies that did scare me though.
You know another movie that scared me?
What?
Mirrors.
Mirrors still scares me. I'm not even fucking joking. That movie still scares me.
Oh, fun fact. Fun fact.
What?
So, my room, I have a big mirror on my wall, okay?
Yeah.
My aunt was over at my house the one day, and she was in my room.
Okay.
And she decided to draw on my mirror because I have a big bottle of Windex. So she's like, "Oh, okay, well you can clean it anyways," because she used dry erase board markers. So she drew a flower on my mirror.
Okay.
And she looks at it. She goes, I can see the reflection of the flower through the mirror. She's like, it's two-wayed. was like, what do you mean it's two-way? She goes, you have a two-way mirror on your wall. I was like, what do you mean by that? She goes, you have a mirror on your wall to where if it's facing the other way, you can see through it. Come to find out with a little bit more investigation, my mirror is two-wayed.
Where does it go?
Huh?
Where does it go?
It goes to a wall. There's nothing else behind it. It's a two-way mirror. So if I were to set it up somewhere and I needed to see from behind the mirror, I could.
Where the fuck do you buy a two-way mirror?
I don't know. I wasn't the one that bought it. It was given to me.
At least there's a wall behind it, so it's not that it matters.
Yeah, and I know for sure that there's a wall behind it because I set it up.
I was 100% waiting for you because I'm gathering this is the same aunt that also has like sees like ghosts and shit too.
It is.
Yeah, I was 100%. I was like, he's gonna say that she saw something in the mirror. 1,000,000% because you were talking about the moving mirrors.
No, I just found out that my mirror.
She saw Bob from the corner, just fucking chilling there, sitting there throwing a fucking peace sign, being like, haha, that's my fucking corner. What are you doing in it, bitch?
Right. No, she found out
100% that that's where this was going.
She found out from drawing on it that my mirror is two-wayed. Pretty cool thing to have, though.
That's better than finding Bob in it, so I'll give you that.
That just means I can get a lot of money off that mirror. There's a lot of people that want a two-wayed mirror.
Where? I mean, you can probably find them somewhere online.
Probably. But not for cheap.
That's such a weird thing to have.
But I have one.
Yeah.
I never noticed it putting it up, to be honest. I never looked at the back of it.
How? You put it up.
I never thought to look at the back of it. I picked it up from the reflection side and I put it on the wall. I don't know, man. I found out I have a two-way mirror on my wall and I never noticed it.
Weird.
I'm also not very good at noticing things. I don't take signs or signals or anything. I'm not good at noticing things.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. I don't, with that old expression, take a hint. I never can see the hint when I'm supposed to be taking it.
Yeah. You know that song on Victorious where they're like, take a hint, it was written about him. He didn't know it.
I never got the hint that it was about me.
I never got the hint,
The hint that they were saying to take. I never got it. Must have been lost in the mail or something. I don't know.
I still, looking in the mirror still gets me unnerved. And I always thought, it's probably partially because of the facial blindness. But,
Probably.
I don't know, it's scary as shit to me.
It doesn't bother me as much anymore.
It bothers
when I was
the fuck
young,
out of me.
Though, like the one scene where she's in the bathtub and then the mirror reflection comes up and starts ripping its own face. Yeah. That used to me so badly. I used to crouch under my mirror when I went to go take a shower.
Bro, I still do that. Not when I go take a shower, but I make sure I'm looking at that mirror as I'm closing the door, which is right across from the shower.
The bad thing is, what do you plan on doing if the mirror comes up and does that?
I don't know, but I need to make sure it doesn't.
But you looking at it isn't gonna change anything.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
You're just gonna watch it happen.
It just makes me feel better that I can be like, ah, bitch, I saw that. What the fuck you think you're doing?
It's not gonna be like, oh shit. It's not gonna be like, oh shit, you caught me.
I want to fucking Bugs Bunny that shit, Just call it out and it'd be like, okay, man, okay, you got me. The fucking mirror demon's like, you got me. Okay, funny joke. I'll go back to being your reflection now.
It's not gonna do that though. It's just gonna be like, now you're gonna watch it happen.
Yeah, no, I don't know if that's better or worse.
Because think about it. If you see it come up, what are you gonna do?
That's fair. That's fair.
I think the reason it doesn't scare me anymore is because I've come to accept it.
See,
The fact that if it happens, it happens.
I have no
Because there's nothing I
problem.
can do to a reflection.
I have no problem with like my death and anything like that. That doesn't scare me. But the fact that like I can see that something's not right in this mirror scares the shit out of me.
I still see pictures like that where like people will be looking the other way and the mirror will be still staring dead at them.
Yeah,
Creepy.
that's all that is an edit. Though
Yeah.
that's obvious. Not that the movie isn't like obvious, but like I don't know, man. I don't know. That should still, and like the scene where they have to paint everything and cover every reflection. Sorry if we're spoiling the movie. The
The
movie's old
movie's
as shit.
old as hell. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen it, that's your own fault.
the movie's old as fuck. Still a great recommendation. We're not spoiling a whole lot, but like they have to cover everything with the surface with paint, and one of the things is like a knob in the bathroom. And every time I'm showering, we have a it's reflective like steel turn thing for the shower head, and like my reflection's always in it because it's stainless steel, so it just reflects. And every time I'm like, God, I gotta make sure until it's all steamed up. But at the end of my shower, I always make it cold so all the steam goes away and I can see myself again, and it scares me. I don't like mirrors, okay? It's hard enough for me to deal with people changing. I don't need that mirror that's supposed to be me changing to not look like me no more, okay?
Worst part is you have facial blindness, so you're not going to be able to tell if it's actually changing or not.
Exactly! That shit scares the fuck out of me.
You just got to go off intuition to hope it's not changing.
I gotta make sure that I stare at myself long enough in the mirror that I know what I look like, but also not long enough to see that it's changing and it freak me out.
Right.
There's a certain point that I have to look until like my brain's like, all right, we got this, we got it dead set, we got it.
See, I'd
And
be
if I
dancing in my
keep
mirror now.
looking, it just starts to fuck up because like your eyes try to catch stuff that's not actually happening. And it's like, oh, did I just move? Did I? What? Hold on, you should stop moving. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, all right.
See,
Everybody, put their finger guns down. Let's put them down. Put them down. You fucking moved. Oh, I told you to put it down. Okay.
everybody put their dick
Slower.
back in their pants.
Slower. Nobody move too fast. Did that eye move? That was my eye. Okay. All right. Slowly lower your eyes, your finger guns, and any other fake weapon you may have.
Your brown paper bag with another finger gun in it.
Everything needs to be down.
Lower everything.
I don't know, that shit just like a mirror can fuck me up so much so fast. It's even worse with the fucking facial blindness. It sucks. My worst enemy is a fucking mirror. And it's not because I have self-esteem or body issues or shit like that. It's because I don't know who the fuck's gonna be in it.
You're like Batman. Instead of the Joker, you have the mirror.
I don't know what that means, but I'll say yes.
The Joker's Batman's archenemy. The mirror is your archenemy.
I don't know why you like specifically went to Batman and the Joker, but okay.
Okay, you're like Spider-Man and Doc Ock. Instead of Doc Ock, you have the mirror. Does that roll off the tongue better for you?
I just don't know why you made it so specific. That's all I'm saying. You made it so specific.
Have a
You're
great
like
day or
Batman
night.
and the Joker. What the fuck do you mean I'm like Batman and the Joker?
Have
You
a
know
great day.
how Batman hates the Joker and the Joker's like, I wanna fuck Batman. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were going for. What is the most ridiculous talent you have?
Most ridiculous talent I have?
Yeah. Ridiculous or weirdest or, something that fits into that kind of category.
I can put my hands together in front of me and without I can latch my hands together and I can throw them up over my shoulders and un basically I can pop my shoulders out of place to put my arms behind my back and then repop them back in while they're behind my back and then do it reverse the same way. I guess that's a weird talent.
I
I used to
don't
creep
know what
I used to
the
creep
fuck you
people out
just
in
said.
school. You've seen me do it.
Yeah, but the way you explained it, I don't understand what the fuck.
Okay. So you know how you hold someone's hand and you put your fingers, you interlock your fingers.
Yeah, I know what latching of the hands mean.
Well, I swing my hands up over my head
Yeah.
to get them behind my back. So when my hands are up over my back, I can pop my shoulders out of place and basically pull my arms behind my back and then pop my shoulders back in. So my hands end up behind my back. And I can do it the same way, but with my hands already behind my back, pulling them in front of my back or pulling them in front of me.
Okay, buddy. I'll take your word for it.
What I'm getting at is I'm double jointed in my shoulders, so I can pop my shoulders out of place without it hurting.
I'm double jointed in my fingers.
That's cool.
I
What's your
also
weird talent?
in my hand. I'm double jointed in a couple of different places.
What's your weird talent?
I don't know. What's my weird talent?
Don't ask me.
I don't know. I don't think I have a weird talent.
You can stay in the house for at least 362 days and not complain.
I've been in the house for like 3 years.
No, because you've still left the house every once in a while,
Yeah.
so you can stay in the house for at least 362 days a year and not complain.
I mean, I still complain. That doesn't make me leave though.
You're making this so difficult.
What is my weird talent?
If you're untalented, just say that.
I mean, I have talents. I don't know what a weird talent of mine is. I don't think I have a weird talent. What's something everyone gets wrong about you?
The fact that people think I'm nice.
I don't know who thinks that.
People's first impression of me. I'm an asshole. What there is something everything people get wrong about you, speak, bitch. God, you're making more work for yourself with these moments of silence. Speak,
I
bitch.
was waiting for you to actually give one.
That was my one.
That's not a one. Because I can say the same thing then.
Okay, well, listen, you didn't give a special talent, so you go first.
I don't have a special talent.
Not what I was getting at.
I ask questions, you answer them, and then I give a whole long ass story. That's how this usually goes.
Okay, well, people get my last name wrong. They always pronounce it wrong.
How the fuck do they pronounce it wrong?
I can't specifically say without doxing myself, but my name is different, I guess. So I always hear it pronounced wrong.
Sure, buddy. One thing that everybody gets wrong about me is I have stone cold face that when I'm focusing on something, everybody thinks I am absolutely livid. I've been told I have the 1,000-yard stare. If you don't know what that means, 1,000-yard stare means you just like stare off and completely zoned out. And it makes you look really intimidating and everything, and I don't even know I'm doing it. Everybody thinks I'm mad when I'm not. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? I can't remember most of my childhood.
Okay. So pull up a fucking memory.
Let me think of one. I can't remember most of my childhood. I have a picture in an old book where I was on a quad, and there was a dude. I don't know if it was my dad or not, because the dude had hair, and
The dude had hair and it's throwing me off.
my dad had hair when he was younger.
Hey, Fernando, I'm the one with facial blindness. How do you not know your own Diddy?
Well, his back was turned. They didn't take a picture of his dick.
His back
He
was. Hold on here. Oh, we're not skirting across the fact that you said dick and not face.
I missed that part. Okay, so I kind of cut it a little too.
I missed that part.
Hold on, I cut in a little too soon. I cut in with the I didn't know if it was my dad or not part a little too soon. So the guy was taking a piss behind the quad while I was sitting on it, and I don't know if it was my dad or not because his back was turned and all you could see was his hair. Well, not really just his hair, but like his hair and his back and everything. Yeah, I couldn't see his tattoos or anything like that. So I didn't know if it was my dad or not in the picture, and I never thought to ask him.
And
But
you know this man by his dick.
No, I'm saying because you said you couldn't tell by his face. And I said, well, they didn't take a picture of his dick. His back was turned. I didn't get to the part that he was pissing behind the quad.
I asked you what your favorite childhood memory is.
I'm getting there. Let me finish.
And it revolves around a picture of somebody, possibly Diddy, taking a piss behind a quad.
With me I was sitting on the quad. I was like 4. I was sitting on the quad and he was taking a piss behind the quad, and it's in the scrapbook. And I don't remember it, but it seems like a pretty cool memory. So I'm going to go with that one. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember any of my childhood, but I remember seeing this one picture of some dude. It might have been Daddy. I don't know. I didn't see his dick. I'd know if it was him by that. And he's taking a piss. I don't remember that day, but it seems pretty cool.
It seemed like a cool memory. I wish I could remember it.
I wish I could remember to know if it was Daddy or not taking the piss.
I was there. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was there.
I was there for said piss. I don't know if it was Daddy or not.
I don't know because I can't remember it.
I have pictures. I don't know if I still have pictures because I left a bunch of my pictures at the house we grew up in when we had to get out quickly, and I remember having pictures of 2 of my cousins that I grew up with. We were sandwiched together in age, so we grew up pretty close. And it's me and both of them, and we have colanders on our heads. we have fucking strainers, and we have our arms out. We were pretending to be astronauts.
What the fuck?
Those were our helmets. We're just running around the backyard with fucking strainers on our heads.
Talking about some spaceman shit. What are y'all doing? We're going to Mars. Oh my god, my kids are drug addicts.
No, it was my mom taking fucking pictures. I don't remember anything about that day. I just remember the pictures. But I used to have a bunch of them. I don't know if they were like if it was the same day or not. What's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Scariest thing I've ever done?
Yeah.
Well, I can't incriminate myself on here.
What is the scariest thing that would incriminate you?
Well, I'm not getting into that because I can't incriminate myself on here.
Sure, buddy.
I once flooded the toilet at my cousin's house and didn't know how to get rid of it. So that was pretty scary.
I think the scariest thing that I've done is fly.
That's fair.
Yeah. My first time flying, other than when I was like a baby, I flew alone with my cat. I was also moving too. Like the day I moved states to live with my girlfriend, I had to fly alone. Like I was alone for hours on end with my cat with me. And I was fucking terrified. Cuz like I'd never done anything like this. I was never alone when I was a kid when it came to like being outside in the quote unquote real world. So it like always it was scary but fun, and also like I don't know. I didn't think I'd like flying as much as I did. And it was a good experience until the second plane, cuz I had a layover. And the second plane, we were sitting there. I hadn't had any sleep that night because insomnia mixed with I have a lot of anxiety, and I was like half passing out because I had no sleep in my system. And I was hopped up on a lot of anxious like feelings and everything. And our second plane got delayed because there was a scratch on it or something like that, and they needed to document everything. I don't know how the fuck a plane gets scratched.
Birds.
But like apparently it was, I don't even think they said an inch. I don't know. I don't mean like I don't know how a plane gets scratched. I don't know how they find this little tiny scratch because they said it wasn't even an inch big.
Why did it matter?
Just to make sure it doesn't go down.
Why would not even a full inch of a scratch make a plane go down?
They have to document it. Because if they don't document shit, and it's the reason the plane goes down, the airline can be sued for that.
That's ridiculous.
It's not that ridiculous. It's a huge safety hazard.
Ridiculous. Just like not being able to bring fingernail clippers onto a plane. Ridiculous.
Why do you need fingernail clippers on a fucking plane?
You never know when you're gonna get a hangnail.
Just bite it, then. I don't fucking...
You don't want to bite a hangnail. That hurts like a son of a bitch.
Just rip it. Stop being a
That
little
hurts
bitch.
even worse. That hurts even worse.
Stop being a little bitch and just rip it.
I can't say anything. I'd be yanking them bitches.
Same. But not only was it delayed, the pilot was like... he was like, we're gonna be delayed half an hour for this inch, and I need to make up for it, okay? So it was a very hard go of it. Like, the landing was really hard. So he's like, we're about to touch down, and all you feel is the plane jerk, like, hard. He's like, and we're down, and I'm like, ah! Oh, no, I didn't like that. What the fuck? Yeah, so it wasn't... The first plane ride went amazing. The second one, not so much.
I don't know how he thought that was making up for it.
I don't know, man. Mans was just mad that he had to wait half an hour, probably.
Over a fucking scratch.
I mean, I'd be mad too.
That was probably made because he hit a bird.
I don't know. I don't even know if he was the one piloting.
Either way.
Because they come from different places.
Right.
You can see them walk to different terminals.
Right.
I'm not even gonna ask you what was your favorite flying. You've never flown.
I once took a flight.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Peru.
Yeah. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a great day or not, depending on what time you're watching. And if today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy Wednesday. It's weird not saying something else. Make sure to like and subscribe and let us know what you want to see next.
You made that choice, man.
I know. I'm
Have
tired.
a safe flight home. We'll see you next season.